Hello friends, good morning all of you. I am Professor Shraddha Sherke from KK Wag Institute of Engineering. Welcome to our lecture series on digital circuits. In this lecture, we will discuss about combinational logic circuit. Objectives of this lecture are to talk about code converters. Code converters is one of the type of the combinational circuit. As we know, a combinational circuit is a circuit whose output depends on the inputs, on the present inputs, and no memory element is required. So first converter we will talk about code converter is a binary to gray code converter. Basically, code converter is a device which will convert the codes from one code to the other code. 4-bit binary to gray code converter will be having 4 inputs. As the name indicates, 4 bit, so you will be having 4 inputs. The inputs are the binary number. We will use the notations from B0 to B3. Here B3 is considered as most significant bit. Output will be the gray code. So this binary 4-bit numbers will be converted into the 4-bit gray number starting from G3 to G0. This is the truth table. So in this truth table, this is the truth table of 4-bit binary to gray number. We will know how to convert, we know that how to convert a binary number into its equivalent gray number. Suppose a number, binary number B3, B2, B1, B0 is to be converted into the gray number. Then the first MSB, that is B3, is kept as it is. Then we are taking XOR of B3 with B2. Then we will take XOR of B2 with B1, and afterwards we will take XOR of B1 with B0. By using this method, we will convert all the 16 combinations of the 4-bit binary numbers to the equivalent gray numbers as shown in this truth table. Then observe here, in the gray code, G3 is your most significant bit and G0 is least significant bit. The process of designing a combinational circuit will remain same. The first step will be, you will draw the block diagram as we have observed in the previous slide. Then we will write the truth table like this. Afterwards, we have to solve the K-map for every output. Now observe, in this diagram there are 4 outputs, G3, G2, G1 and G0. So we have to obtain the Boolean expression for all these outputs. In order to obtain the Boolean expressions, we will solve the K-map. So there are 4 outputs, that's why we have to solve 4 K-maps. If you observe the inputs, in this circuit, 4 inputs, 4 bits are there because it's a 4-bit binary code is the input. That's why we have to select a K-map which is having the 4 variables, and we know that a 4 variable K-map is suitable for this implementation. So first we will solve the K-map for G3. Let us go to the next slide. Observe here the first K-map for G3. B3, B2, B1, B0 are the bits. According to the truth table shown in the previous diagram, while solving the K-map for G3, I will consider the column for G3. If you observe the column of G3, from decimal number 8 to 15 it is 1. So only in that cells we will enter the 1. In rest of the cells we will enter 0. You will observe there are 8 adjacent ones. These can be grouped together to form octet, and your answer is G3 is equals to B3. In our previous videos, we have discussed about how to solve K-map. Then G2. While solving the K-map for G2, we will focus only on the column of G2 in the truth table, which was there on the previous slide. If we solve this G2, it is 1 8 times, that is from cell number 4 to 7 and cell number 8 to 12, and you will observe 2 chords are there. If we simplify, the ultimate expression is G2 is equals to B3 XOR with B2. For G1, again there are 2 chords and the expression is B2 XOR with B1. And for G0, again there are 2 chords and the expression is B1 XOR with B0. The next step is to implement this outputs by using the logic gates, and this is how we can implement. Observe here, B3 is the MSB which is drawn at the bottom side. There is no issue, you can draw it at the upward also, but we have to mention whether it is MSB or LSB. As we know, G3 is equals to B3, then G2 is taking the XOR of B2 and B3, G1 is XOR of B2 and B1, and G0 is XOR of B1 and B0. This is how a code converter is designed. These steps will remain common. Steps will remain same for any other code converter design. Next is gray to binary. The question is design 4-bit gray to binary code converters. There are different methods to convert a number from binary to gray and a number from gray to binary. The method of converting number from binary to gray is we have discussed at the first portion while solving the first example. The method how to convert a gray number into the binary. Suppose a gray number G3, G2, G1 and G0. This is a 4-bit gray number which you want to convert into the binary. Then the most significant bit G3 is written as it is as B3. Then B2 will be XORing of next bit, that is G2 is XOR with B3, that is the first answer and the next digit of the gray, next bit of the gray, that is B3 XOR with G2 is equals to B2, and then B2 XOR with G1 will be equals to B1, and then B1 XOR with G0 will be equals to B0. For solving this, if this question is there, we will first write the truth table by considering the gray numbers from 0 to 15 and their equivalent binary numbers we will find out. Afterwards, we will obtain the expression for G3, G2, G1 and G0. From where these expressions are obtained? These are the mean terms where the output column G3 is high. That is, G3 will be high for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 for these mean terms, and so on. This is how we will obtain the SOP form expressions. Then we have to simplify them by using K-map. There are 4 expressions, that's why there will be 4 K-maps, one for each expression, that is one for G3, one for G2 and so on. But how many variable K-map you will select? While selecting the number of variables, you will observe the maximum number in this first expression is 15. How many digits you will require to how many bits you will require to represent 15 is 4 bit. and the input is also having 4 bits. That's why we will solve the 4 variable K-map, and the expression we will obtain will be implemented by using the logic gates, and this is how we will obtain the expression. Moving towards the next, this is BCD to XS3 converter. As the name indicates, XS3 means add 3. BCD are the binary coded decimal. We know that 4 bits. By using 4 bits, we represent only 0 to 9 numbers in BCD. The numbers beyond 9, that is 10, while representing the 10, we have to represent 1 separately and 0 separately, and for that we will require 8 bits. So this question is to design a 4-bit BCD to XS3 code converter. So input B3 to B0 will be the BCD representation from 0 to 9, and the XS3 equivalent of the 0 is 0 plus 3, that is 3, 0, 0, 1, 1, shown in the output first row. The XS3 equivalent of the 1 is 1 plus 3, that is 4, which is equals to 0, 1, 0, 0. And this is how, if you observe carefully, the output columns minimum XS3 number is 3 and the maximum is 12. Remember this, because if the question is from XS3 to BCD, then you have to subtract 3 from XS3 number. So that we will discuss after this example. Let us focus on this. Once it is done, if you observe carefully, from 10 to 15 there is nothing, but if you are using 4 variable K-map, these cells will be present. So what to enter in that cell? Observe here. E3, the first expression E3 is the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are the mean terms where E3 is 1. You will observe in the truth table. This is how 5 to 9 E3 is 1. Okay. But what for the cell 10 to 15? For these cells we have to enter don't care. Observe in the K-map. First K-map is for E3. So from 5 to 9 we have entered 1, and from 10 to 15 you have to enter don't care. If you observe carefully, you can group 1 octet and then 2 chords, because you know octet reduces 3 variables, chord will reduce 2 and pair will reduce 1, single will not reduce any variable. That's why we are giving highest priority to octet and so on. Second expression is again you have to enter don't care from 10 to 15. This is what you will obtain. In the third expression, if you observe B1 XNOR with B0, and in the last expression again there is one octet. This is how you can implement that. Expression E1 we have directly used one XNOR gate. XS3 to BCD. Remember that minimum XS3 number we have considered is 3, right? Because we have to convert from XS3 to BCD. So while solving the K-map, from cell number 0 to 2, that is 0, 1, 2, you have to enter don't care terms. Observe here. First expression summation small m 11, 12, these are the outputs when B3 is high, plus summation D, that is in case of don't care, 0, 1, 2, 3, 14 and 15. Why 0, 1, 2? Because the minimum XS3 number will be 3, which is at the input side now, and the maximum XS3 number we have considered is 12. So from 13, 14, 15 in that cell you will enter don't care. Similarly, for all the outputs, Then we will simplify it and implement by using logic gates like this. BCD to binary code converters. If you observe, how many binary numbers are there? 4-bit binary numbers will be from 0 to 15. 4-bit binary numbers are from 0 to 15. In this diagram, we have considered the BCD numbers from 0 to 18. That's why you will observe the last BCD code is having B4 as 1 and B3 to B0 as 0 to 19 we have to do. So last row is 19 in case of BCD, and in binary their equivalent is written. You will observe there are the 5 bits required, and we know how to solve the 5 variable K-map which we have solved in the previous lecture, and this is how you can solve and you will get the output. Question for the student is, now they have to design the following code converters: gray to BCD, BCD to gray. So how many rows will be there in the truth table? BCD is from 0 to 9. 4-bit BCD is from 0 to 9. So we will be having 10 rows in the truth table. Last is 8421 to BCD converter. So thank you.